So soy, become the motor.
Well, hello folks, and here we are on Coastal 101 in California, in the San Diego area, just south of Encinitas and Solana, and we're at the Torrey Pines State Reserve. They've got a little bit of climb here up to the top, and then we'll just velo spike on the way back down. We've got a bicycle with fully operational disc brakes, and that's how we'll get down, folks. It's no mystery. Spikeboarding and roller skiing are not radical downhill sports like downhill longboarding and like alpine skiing. Those are radical sports. You are going to take it to the limit of falling down when you participate in those sports. And that's not what this sport is about. This sport's a lot more like road cycling. Exactly the same. Pardon me. And there you saw the bicycle. Wonderful little bike with disc brakes on it. And right there on the back of the athlete, you will place your hand and you will get down anything you like comfortably. And you can actually switch as well. And we might show a little bit of that on the way down. So you can grab a peek and see how that happens. Or we'll show it in another video perhaps. So there's the Pacific Ocean, beautiful, right behind us. The sun's going down, and a very nice day a very nice time, and a very nice day, yes, of course, to climb this summit here. And it's a small little summit. It's not going to be more than about a 10-minute climb. And we're going to climb it using a stroke that comes by way of joining the skateboard kick with the upper body cross-country ski kinesiology. So the kinetics of both strokes have been around forever. So the skateboard kick and the scooter kick are synonymous. They are exactly the same fundamentally. If you're on a scooter or a skateboard, you're kicking it the same. And of course, people have been switching for years and years and years. But not that many skateboarders switch kick for fitness and for endurance and for training and for distance. Very few amount of people do that. The skaters that do switch kick, they do it to set themselves up. Dancers will do it a little bit, but the street and the vert guys and gals will do it to set themselves up for stylistic for style reasons. So basically, so their tricks look to them smooth and coherent, however it is they think that their tricks should look. That's really entirely up to them, but that's why they switch kick. And switch kicking for 20-30 miles straight is not their bag evenly, and of course that's what spikeboarding is. It's switch kicking connected to that upper body of cross-country skiing. And once this stroke, which is called CXC for Cubillo cross, once this stroke is made and it's born into the world using a skateboard spike, then wow, you can climb just about anything you want. There's another stroke in spikeboarding called stand-up spike, and that's when you stand on the board and then more or less do a modified double pole. That's what that foam handle is on top of that skateboard spike. That's what it's used for. And of course, we don't have straps. Remember, ski poles have straps on them, and that is what would drive a lot of your power through to your shaft. And skateboard spikes don't. They've got a very interesting grip. When you hold one and use one, you'll understand how powerful it is. That device is just over a pound, so it's pretty light. We didn't make it World Cup light. We didn't want them blowing out. Really light ski poles blow out really, really quickly. They don't take lateral loads. Our skateboard spike will take a good licking, but if you shoved it in a bike wheel and went through some spokes, it would shear just like butter. Or if you kicked it, or if you jammed it really well, you're going to break it pretty darn quick. But if you're spiking it up and down, it's got lateral force more than it needs. Certainly, no one's ever broken one with lateral forces, and they've been in use for a good 5 years now. So slowly we'll get up and out of this shadowy area. It's a little speed bump. And then we'll begin to see how beautiful it is in this preserve park. and it is some of the wildest land left on the coast of California from what we've read. So it's delightful to be able to climb this guy, and we're on a production mission here. This is pretty much the first day, end of the first day, so we just thought we'd take it easy here in California at the end, and we're not really gunning it. So as you can see, this is more or less a active rest sort of pace. If we were racing up this, we'd probably up it by a good third, or maybe 50% faster speed. So we arrived in California with our winter coat on, so to speak, packing a little pounds from winter, and that's never the time to be gunning it as quick as you can. Funny thing is, by the end of the California trip, we were beginning to get in shape. We were summiting quite a bit, but this was the very first thing of any little significance that we climbed. So we just took it easy. And here's the sunshine as we get towards the middle of the climb. There's a little stand-up spike for you real quick, just to let the legs relax, just a fraction. And we're taking these turns with one-legged turning, and one-legged turning begins to come into play at the beginning of your intermediate phase of learning the sport. And also what you're seeing is the feet dropping in to the board and drifting very often forward, and there's plenty of space on that deck to do that for sure, and that's what the board is made for. It's made to switch kick, and especially switch kick for spikeboarding. You can't step on your wheels, you got them covered, and in inclement weather, everything will stay underneath the fenders there for you. So, and you have plenty of space, and you're in a 3-inch drop situation. There's our bike again. Of course, we've got a small action camera on the back underneath the saddle, and that's what's making these pictures possible. So if we lived here, we'd come here and probably repeat this times 3 to 6. Depending on how much time we had, it would be a very good workout. You'd want to warm up the first one and dial in the second one, and the third, warm it up a little more, the fourth, and the fifth would be the key repetitions. You'd want to be accelerating at the very top on the fifth one. If you're not accelerating as fast as all the others, or faster than all the others, you've somehow done them all wrong. 6 would be a cool down, and then bingo, you just go home. Now you can cadence break down this. We've shown some cadence breaking here in the San Diego area. Go ahead and find it. We'll be posting those kinds of videos, but most comfortable is to just come here with a bike. And if you did come here with a bike, the bike isn't going to hang out with you, of course. It doesn't need to. It can take off. And more or less, the bike is probably going to get to the top, come back down, and then meet you more or less in the middle. And then they can U-turn right where you are. They can summit again. That's what they came here to do. They came here to do work. And more or less, they might do that 1 or 2 more times, and then they're just going to find you at the top. Both of you will have gotten a delicious workout. And now, if you're the same height, hey, you can switch right then and there. The spike fits you, the bicycle fits you, and flat bar bikes work really well for this. And of course, flat pedals are going to work sensationally well. As you can see, this starts to flatten out near the top and let you enjoy the view and catch your breath a little bit and hammer straight on up here. There are some bathroom facilities, and then the path becomes concrete, and then it's all over. So pretty much for bikes and for spikeboarding, it's just a simple little climb. Hope you've enjoyed this video as much as we did making it. We miss California already, especially California winters. You folks really got it good. So spikeboarding is the sport of balanced strength. Folks, spike hard, spike often, spikeboarding. Give us a call, and we will come on out and give you some clinicking. It's a lovely sport, folks. So long. We'll see you at the next one.